Hi guys, it's another wonderful Wednesday. Trust you're having a great day. Okay, we are going to be learning how to create a food flyer design this time. Okay, we are going to be learning how to create this food flyer design in particular. So if you can look closely, you will see a noise effect on the design. So we are going to be learning how to create these curves like this. Then you know how to add this noise effect. I don't mean a PNG. You know how to customize your own noise effect here on pixellab. You might be wondering where I said here on pixellab. You heard me right. So we are going to also learn how to place this design perfectly well to suit and to pop out. Okay, so guys, without further ado, let's get started. Let me start by deleting this design over here. So now we have to get our image from gallery. So once you want to get images, you just click your plus button here. It takes you, brings up this stuff. So you click on from gallery here. So we are going over to gallery now. Okay guys, this is the image I used over here. So I'll click on it from my gallery and it brings it up for me. So I'll just click good. Let's go to crop. You see what I did. So once it brings it up, you see your good button below here. All these things are dimensions which you can use to change the dimension of this. If you want it to be square, you use square dimensions. All these stuffs are just dimensions. So let's put it back to its normal default dimension. Okay, so I'll just unlock it and adjust manually. So I click good here. So then I will adjust this guy now to fit in. Then I will go over to this relative position too. I'll click on it, then make adjust like this horizontal. Then I won't click this vertical. Watch what will happen if I click on this vertical. I won't click it this time because it will bring it to the middle, which we don't need. So we'll slide it up again and then use this first one only and click our good button. Now it's time for us to create our background. Okay, so let me lock this guy from my layer. Let me click on the layer, then lock this guy. Then let's head over to the Bezier tool. Okay guys, this is the Bezier tool. Okay, so I'll click on it. So you might be wondering if I used to say this on most of my tutorials, so I will also say it again. So let me move this Bezier tool over here. Assuming I was on this design, like I was working, I brought this design. So my menu will be on this design, and once I'm in this menu here, I'm in this middle menu for the menu of shapes, I won't see. So once you're on an image or on a shape, okay, you're definitely gonna have I locked this guy. So I'm gonna lock. Okay, let me just leave it locked. I'm on this image now. I will have the effect, or I will have the menu or the buttons for me to work on this guy only. I won't have Bezier 2 and draw 2. That's the two you won't have once you're on an image or a shape. So once you want to get them, you have to click on your background, your main background, so they will appear. Now you have the Bezier, you have your draw 2. That was what I wanted to explain. So let me go back to the line I just had there because it's a Bezier. So I'll go over to edit now. So I'll use this first menu. This first menu is used to add dots. This first one here, I will add first dot. Then this second one is used to adjust the buttons. So we'll start adjusting the buttons now. Click on this one and adjust and adjust. So this time around I will close it with this one. This one is used to cancel each of these buttons. Now anyone you don't need, you just cancel it. You see, let me just add again. Okay, so I will go over to this one now, which is used to join them. So I will join now, move over to this second. This is the first one. I'll move over to this second one so that I can now work on it. So I will start adding again from here this time around. I can't add from here because it's closed. Assuming it's open, that is when you can do the first. Let me open it now. Assuming you open, you see I have 4 buttons here because of what? It's open. Since it's open since it's open, for you to add buttons, you have to go over to this menu, this first one. So once you click, you start adding buttons. But once it's on this second one and you close it, you have 5 buttons where you use this one to add. I know it's complicated, so for you to understand it in depth, I have a video on Bezier, so you can go check it out and you understand how to use this Bezier. So I'll remove all these dots this time around. I have only 2 here, so I'll add another dot. So I have one here. I'll adjust. I'm not gonna fast forward it, so you guys learn how I placed my hand and the rest. So we might not even need to use the grid tool this time around. So we'll place perfectly well. And we'll place this guy and place this guy. So we might not need to use the grid tool. Okay, I think I have what I'm looking for now. Okay, I have what I'm looking for. I don't want to use the grid tool because I can enlarge this guy and it will cover up some places. Watch what will happen now. So let me change the color. I think I use dark red. So this one is for the inner color. So you fill it with from here. You see fill color. That's what they labeled here. So you fill in this color. You can fill in a gradient also from this gradient menu. This is the color menu. This is the gradient menu. So this gradient, this color. So I can now change the color. This is the color now. So I'll click this plus button. I want to change this color to dark red. This is transparency. This is color darkening, and this is color lightening. So let me darken this color because I use dark red. So I think this is good now. So this is good now. Then this stroke has color already, so you can remove the stroke. Finally, you can just remove the stroke so you won't have a stroke, or you just change the stroke color to the same color you used for. But better still, I'll just remove the stroke. Now watch what will happen. It's now small, so I will adjust real big. You see it's kind of cracked, but watch what will happen now. Let me move up and up. So I'll go over to this edit tool, just going over. I won't do anything. I will just click it. You see it becomes clear now, so it works like magic. So I will increase the size again, cover up some stuffs. So this time around I'll copy this guy, then take it over to the back. I'll make the color. Probably I'll go to edit, or let me just use this color and make it pure. You see it's now pure red. So I'll just move it a little bit. To create some more like symmetry. Okay, I think this is good now. So I will lock these two guys. So you see we've created our curves, and even though it seems like it's down, we can raise it up. So we'll just go over here, mark this guy 1, 2, and use the move button now. So we'll move the two of them. So I think we are good now. So I click OK now. So the two are locked now. So it's time for me to type my text. The first text is Aleru's kitchen. So I will go over to text here. This is the plus button here. Once you click on it, you have a lot of options here. You have text, current, date, and sticker, shapes from gallery, and you have draw. So you click text once you need a text. So it have brought a text for me now. So default text is going to give you is new text. So you double tap on the text. You double tap on it. It takes you to the text menu to whatever you want to type in. So let me type Aleru's kitchen. Aleru's. You can moreover type your own if you just want to follow through. Type whatever kitchen you want to. Probably you want to start cooking. That's nice. There's nothing bad with cooking. Okay, so and this is the color. I'll change the color to yellow. This bright yellow. Okay, sorry, this is the color. Okay, this is our background. This is our curved background we created. Let's say you see it's more like a hill that is going up. Assuming you want to bring it down so that it doesn't seem like a hill that is going up, you can still flip it. Watch what I will do. I can still flip this guy with this shape menu here. I go over to 3D rotate. That will rotate it vertically. Sorry, I'll rotate it horizontally with this X. Sorry, it's vertically. Yeah, this one. This Y now. I'll rotate it with this Y. It flips it vertically. Then I will go over to this one also and go over to this 3D rotate. Use the same Y again. You see, I flipped it now. So it's now looking as if it's going down instead of it's going up. You see, so you can flip shapes. If you want a slanted something and the thing is slanting left and you wanted it to slant right, there's no need recreating it again. You just go over to 3D and flip it so it looks as if it's slanting the right you need. Okay, so let's go over to text now. Let's change to Bellgate. Okay guys, here's the font I use, Bellgate 400. Don't bother about any of the font. I'm definitely going to share the resources for you guys on the description link. Okay, so we'll click on it now. It gives us the Bellgate now. So we'll go over to this line spacing. Look at it, this one now. You click on it, then you reduce the spacing. I think this is good now. We'll place it here. I think we increase the spacing a little bit. Okay, increase the spacing probably a spacing of 48 is good now. So I'll keep it here. Aleru's kitchen. Okay guys, let's add the effect that was on the text. So I'll go over to this plus again to gallery. I click my gallery. Okay guys, look at the effect. Don't bother, I'm still gonna share with you guys on the description. So I'll click on it now. I'll click on it, so it's right over here now. So we'll resize this guy and adjust it. Then we'll change the color to the same dark red, so you won't notice it was kind of placed there. So I'll change the color to this dark red and then resize it and copy it again. Copy, place, and you see I'm good now. So I will lock them from this layer. Then we'll need our next test, which says we cook dishes that keep you wanting more. So I double tap on this. So I'll type my we cook dishes that keep you wanting more. We cook dishes that keeps you wanting more. Okay guys, that is it now. So I'll resize now. I think the font I used was Jagali. I think I used Jagali font, or was it Montserrat? Okay guys, that was a Montserrat font I used there. So I'll go over to my fonts here. So that was a Montserrat font. So we can check from recent here. So Montserrat semi bold is gonna be okay. So we'll change the color here from the color menu. Look at it from the alphabet menu here. This one that has A. Once you need, you see color here. You change the color to whatever color you feel like. So we'll change our color to white now. Then we'll resize. Look at resizing. This one, the right size of your text. So you resize to 14. So then we'll now move so that we can align it. So it's now aligned. Okay guys, it's now aligned. So another thing we are going to create is our menu. That is where another work is now. So for you to create that kind of button I used there, you have to use your grid tool. First of all, you on it. So you need to go and watch my video on Bezier, because we will use Bezier a lot here. So we'll head over to Bezier to use the Bezier tool. You see, everything here is locked. Everything here is locked except the text. So it's not, text is not a shape. All the whole shapes here is locked. That's why I just saw Bezier instantly once I moved to the shape menu. So now you have to on your grid first. So you move over to Bezier. It brings up this stuff. Just move over to this second one. This one means your shape is not closed. You can work with this one when the shape is not closed. When this line is not closed. When it's just line. When you touch it, you start having lines. But we'll just cancel this stuff. Cancel. But once you need a shape, you have to move to this second menu. That is where you can close with this one and start working on a shape. Let me close it now. It's now closed, so I can work on this now. So with these handles now, I will add. I need a button that has one sharp edge and two curved edge, and three curved edges and one sharp edges and one sharp edge. So for me to create it now, we'll need more like 6 buttons or so. So let's start adding buttons. First one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. Let's just play with 5 first before then. So I will adjust these guys. I don't need to start multiplying and adding. So I'll adjust this guy. I will off and on my magnet. This is the grid tool. Once you on it, once it's on, you can work with these grid lines. You can move them or adjust them. So once you off it, you can't touch them again. You will now be touching the Bezier. Then with this magnet stuffs, they will be magneting to themselves. So I will now start moving. So I'll move this guy. So these two guys are gonna be curved edge. Their edge are not gonna be sharp. So let's say we'll now on this grid again. So we'll add another grid with this plus here in this grid menu. Once you click on this grid here, once you on it, it will bring up all this stuff. So you use this plus to add, use this one to add, then this one you use it to cancel, then this one you use it to move when you want to move with buttons. Okay, then you use this one to refresh whatever I've done on this grid. Now if I don't like it, I'll just click on this one, it will refresh everything. Okay, but I don't just want to click on it. So let's start moving. Let me just cancel this guy. Let me off the grid again and on it. I'm bring this guy close. Then my magnet is on and my grid is off, so I can now work with these handles. I want the grid again, move these guys a little, then take the handles to the extreme. The handles, look at these handles now. These are the things that are touching these lines. You see the magnet is on, so handles will magnet on lines once the magnet is on. That is what magnets. Lines, they don't magnet. It's only the handles that do magnet. The handles and the buttons are the thing that magnet. The lines doesn't magnet. Okay, so here is gonna be curved also, but one edge is gonna be sharp. So let's make this one now a sharp edge. So this one is gonna be a curved edge, and this one is gonna be a sharp edge. Okay, I have what I'm looking for, one sharp and others curved. So we are going to fill it with yellow, and we'll off the stroke this time like we did on the other one also. So off the stroke, and the stroke of this one, off the stroke. So the stroke is off now, so then I'll remove the grid, then I will resize and resize to fit in. So I'll use these buttons to move now. So I can type in my menu now. So I get the text and double tap on the text, then type in my menu. I can still use the other text which I used then, just have to copy, but it's still okay since I can just do it over and over again. So go over to font, recent font, Montserrat semi bold, and then go to color, this one, and use this dark red again and click good. Once you click anything, just you see good up here. Once you click on it and you're off from there. So we'll resize this guy now to fit in, probably 14 again. So we'll move him and click good, over to move again. So we want to adjust so it fits into the button. Okay, we are gonna be using Bezier again. So this tutorial is more of Bezier too. So these guys are good now, so I will lock these guys now. I'll lock these guys now. So it's time for me to get my Bezier again for the more like a splashes that was here. So I will go over to Bezier again. So I'll on Bezier now. So I'll use this guy, the same process I did now. So I'll just adjust this guy, move this one up here and this one up here. So adjust a little, then this one like this, and this I've gotten something and moved a little, adjust this one a little, adjust this one. The handles is what I'm working with. You can move the buttons, but if you want to adjust the curves and the rest, you work with the handles. So I'll move this guy a little, move this guy a little, move this guy a little, and I'm good now. So I will remove the stroke entirely, then I'll fill it with the same yellow color. So I'm good now. Like I clicked good. Once I'm okay, I'll click this good. Okay, so I'll resize to it's really minute, it's really small. That was what I meant. So I'll move with this move button. Look at the move button here, this position button. You can use it. You have these arrows to move left, move right, move up, and move down, all this stuff. So we increase this size, you increase this stuff if you want to be moving the rate you want to be moving to be fast. Let's say I want to move 17 pesos. If I click once, I'll move 17 pesos. So if you want to move 1 pesos, if you click once, then you leave it to 1. So I really want to move fast, so I can just go over straight there. Then I can then reduce, start moving Aleru by Aleru, and I'm good. So I'll resize now. I'll resize now. Okay, guys, I'll resize this guy. I'll resize him to fit in. 4 is okay, so I'll click good now, and then I'll copy this guy now and use this relative position. What it does, it moves when you click this side, it moves really fast to the right. You click the bottom one, the one facing bottom, it moves very fast to the bottom. So it's more like it moves it relatively to the position. So let me use it again now to move real fast to the right. So then I'll use this position tool now to start moving little. So I'll increase the slider. What this slider does, you see, is now showing 17 pixels. It means each click moves 17 pixels. Each click moves 17 pixels. So it will move real faster than when you have it on 4 pixels. That means each click moves 4 pixels. So we increase it again and move real fast again and move up, and then we reduce the slider again. Then we'll start bringing it down, and then bring it close enough. Then this time we'll resize it probably to 3. Okay, 3 is good. So position it well. Bring it down. Then we'll rotate it. The rotate to a little bit. So probably it was rotated to 15. Then I'll move a little bit again. I'll move it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are good now. So this is okay now. So let's bring in the images that were here. So first of all, we'll get a circle shape. We'll click the plus here. We'll see shape. We have a lot of stuff here. You have shape from gallery. So we'll click this shape now. It brings forth the default shape. Okay, once you click on the shape, the default shape is going to bring for you a square shape. So you go over to this menu here, you click on it, so you see varieties of shapes you can choose from. So let's click the circle shape, and we'll have circle now. So we'll click this good button, and then we'll go over to texture. That is where you add in, it's more like a placeholder. That is where you add in images you want to add in shape. It's through texture. Okay, so you click this texture here, it brings up this stuff there. You click from it, it's taking me to my gallery where I can add image. Okay, so guys, here is the image I used. So I will click on it. Okay, so guys, when you're dealing with a circle shape placeholder, always put the dimension to square. This one up here. Okay, once it's circle, just put it on square. It gives you better composition or arrangement of the image when it's on square than any other dimension once it's a circle placeholder. What I mean, because this is a circle, that is what I mean by its circle placeholder. So I'll click this good now. It has a stroke, so we'll add a stroke of 8. So we are good now. So we resize this guy and keep him somewhere here. Size them and keep him somewhere here. So we'll copy this one again. Once we copy it, we'll place it somewhere here. So we'll go over to the texture again to change this image. So once you click this texture, because you've added an image already in the texture, you will see delete here for you to delete the image, or you can just see gallery here. You can still go over and change it, but if you just want to delete it and leave it, you can just click delete. So then now we can go over to gallery again and add what we want to add. Okay, so guys, the image that was there was yam sauce, so which is this one. Let me click on it. Like I said, square, so we'll click square again and keep it, and we are good. So we'll resize this guy a little, and you see, due to the stroke is big enough for this one, it's looking more like a there's a little bit noticeable effect on the stroke, so probably we just use 7 close to it so it won't be noticeable. So move it up now. So the next is getting the stuff that was around all this shape. We can get it with Bezier. So it's good to learn Bezier really well, because we used it really well on this too, and I really explained each part of it that we did. So we use this Bezier again, and this is my Bezier. So I'll move over to this middle one again. So I'll move over now so I can just adjust these handles now. So then I will use this close. You see this second one, apart from this one, this first one is used for cancelling. The first one here is used for cancelling. Then the second one is used for closing. Note something: once it's closed, this button here becomes 5. Then once is not closed, let me open it. You see, they are now 4, but once you close it, it becomes 5. Okay, so it's 5 because of there is an added one here which you can use to add buttons. But once I open it now, you see there is no, you can't add buttons again due to it's open. You can just be touching from here now. From this one, you can just be touching and you'll be having buttons. Okay, Bezier is more like, it's really complicated. So I have a video where I explain everything about Bezier. You can just go over to it and learn some few things. Okay, so I will cancel these guys now and close it again. So I will work with these guys to get what I need now. So it's a circle, so we'll move this guy and this one. Okay guys, then I'll remove the stroke and then fill it with white, because that was white, that was what I had then. So resize this guy and place it here. So resize, and then use our position tool to position, and then we'll copy this guy again for this other one. Then we use this edge here. You see something that is like a handle up here is used for rotating. Then this one that is like a button is used to adjust the size. So we use it to rotate to fit in for this one. So we'll adjust the size now and move it closer. So we'll resize a little more. So we use the position button to move it to fit in really well. Okay, we are good now. So it's time to add what we cook on this other side, the menu, our menu. We just brought the menu, we didn't add a menu. So we'll go over to this alphabet menu now, so we can have effect for text. So we'll copy this text now. I think what was on the menu was egusi. Then we'll place this guy over here. So now let's get the text for a text from home delivery available. So we'll double tap this guy, double tap on the text. So we'll delete. We'll now have home delivery available. So we'll have home delivery available. So we'll type in the number. So I have +234 so I have +234 812 457 955 557. This 73, and this is my number now. So I'll click done. Okay, the font was on right alignment, so I'll go to this align, look at the two here. So I'll click on it. So I'll use the right alignment, which is this one. I'll click on it. If you draw this slider, you will see the right alignment. You click on it. So then I will teach you guys something here now. You can change fonts here. You can change the weight of the font. See what will happen. First of all, let's go to it. Font here. So I recently used the font here, Montserrat bold italic and Montserrat bold medium. So first of all, I will change the whole font to Montserrat medium italic. So you see all of them are now italic now. So then I will move this slider to only the number, because I want the number to be bold. So I'll move this slider to only the number. Then I will choose and make sure it's covering all the whole number. You see the blue stuff is covering the number. So I will just click this extra bold. Now you see only the number is now extra bold while the text is medium. Okay, you see what we have now. So then I will change the color. I'll change the color to yellow. This same yellow. So instead of me going to this color, scrolling to this color each time, I will just click this plus button. It brings this yellow. I'll click OK. So you see this yellow now will now be at the edge here. I now have it here. So then let's go over to the gallery and bring in the delivery icon we had there. Okay guys, this is the delivery icon, so I'll click on it. So I have it now, so I'll click good now. Then I'll resize it. Okay guys, so I'll move this guy now. Then I'll get a shape. It's good to put shapes under most of all these icons, because it brings in symmetry. Because if you have other icons not from gallery, you click the shape menu on these plus buttons. You click the shape menu here, this shape. it's good to add all these shape under these icons, because it brings symmetry in case you have other icons which might not be the same shape with the icon you are trying to add. So having them different shape, it's okay, but it's not perfect, you get. So this my circle shape has been malformed, so I'll go over to click the circle again, and I have this circle now, so I will resize to it's really small. Okay, I'm good now. So I then move to the bottom, then I'll use position again and start moving till it's close to what I'm looking for. So here is it. So I will change the color of this guy, this delivery icon, to the same dark red, so it looks more like a negative space. So then I will resize it. I'll resize it and use this position tool, and then move it, and then move, and then move. So this guy is not showing there because it's at the back now. You see it's at the back here. So I will use this layer now and bring it to the front, or probably you can just keep it here and go over to this shape menu here. You will see bring to front here. You see to back and you see to front. Once you click on it, it brings it to the front. Okay, so then we'll now move, and it's perfectly aligned. So I'll merge the two of them. If it's something that you want to enlarge some other time, it's not good to merge it. It's not advisable, because if you enlarge it, it won't have quality again. So it's because it's gonna be this size, it's gonna be small like this. So I then move this guy now, and I'll try to place it so that it will align with the number, and I'll bring the number also closer. So I'll bring the number closer also. Okay, from the button, for the button we'll get a shape with this plus button. Click on the shape, then we'll choose a circle shape, then we'll resize to fit in. So we'll keep the button shape here. So we'll click good now, then we'll change this color to red. Once you on this color slider, the default color it adds to whatever shape it is red, so I don't have to bother about changing it to red anymore. So I'll go over to shadow now. Once I add the shadow, you will see, what do you notice? It gives it the hard shadow. So you don't use hard shadow. Most people just on shadow and leave it like that. No, you work on it. By working on it, you use this plus button. You reduce this slider now. This slider, you reduce it really well. Probably somewhere here. Somewhere here, you click good. The shadow is now soft, and soft shadow looks proper and okay in the eye than hard shadows. So you can now type your text. Let's just copy a text from here. Copy this one, and we'll double tap on it. So we'll delete this guy now, then we'll type in our order now. So we'll type in our order now. You have your order now. For circle, most especially, the suitable alignment is always middle alignment. So we'll use middle alignment for this. Use middle alignment for this, and then we'll resize it the more. Resize it the more, and then change the font. The font is extra bold italic. So I have this font now. Then I will resize the more. I think it went out, so I'll use this position to bring it now. So I have it back now, and then I can resize, and I'm good now. So I'll use position it really well. Okay, so this is good. It's not aligned properly well. Okay, we'll align so we get something, but okay, we are good now. Okay guys, then the trick about the noise is what you are gonna be wowed about. Okay, first of all, save your design with whatever project name. Let's just use FT. You click, you save with FT. We've saved it now. So you go over to this project interface. Now from this project interface, you get a blank project, white. So you have white now. With this white, you go over to this filter menu. This last menu here is called filter menu. You have what we call noise here. Look at it, noise. Once you click on it, you can on it. Once you on it, you can change to whatever. If you need noise enough, you can increase to 100. Then let's just reduce the noise to 30. Okay, we'll have a noise of 30 now. So what you will do now is you go over to this background interface here. Change this background to transparent. Once it's on transparent, then you save it as an image. Save it as an image. So we'll save as an image very high and click save to gallery. Okay guys, it's saved now. So since it's saved, what you do now is you go over to this project menu now. You click on your project you have before, you click on it and bring it back. Bring back the project you have. So my project, I brought it back now. So from this plus button now, I will click it, and from gallery I will bring in the noise effect I saved as an image. So you click on it now, you see it now. So you can then adjust it really big to suit in. So you see this design now has a noise. Okay, so it's a wonderful trick on pixellab you can use to add noise. Okay, so thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the awesome video, and do share also with your friends and hit the like button also, and don't forget, keep creating. See you guys next Wednesday.